Good morning, everybody. Roger Susanin coming to you live from the Channel 3 digital desk. And we want to update you about a couple of stories that are breaking right now, including a huge story this morning in the Waterbury area, where more than 100,000 people right now are without access to clean running water, all because of a major water main break that happened again in the Brass City last night. Crews have been scrambling to try to fix this area. At this point, the mayor of Waterbury has actually declared a state of emergency. Again, this situation still playing out. The crux of the issue right now is on Thomaston Avenue. That's where this major water main break actually happened. But at this point, we've been told that the entire city of Waterbury, again, more than 100,000 people are without access to clean running water. Most folks don't have anything coming out of their faucet right now, but city officials have also told residents there that if you do have running water, do not drink it. You need to boil it first because they want to make sure to test that water for bacteria. Governor Ned Lamont is expected to address this situation at some point this afternoon. Of course, we will stream any press conferences live on the Channel 3 app, and then we'll have much more on this major story throughout the day. It's also, by the way, impacting some folks who live in Wolcott. So again, a huge story, more than 100,000 people without water right now in the Waterbury area. No one, in fact, in Waterbury has clean drinking water, running water in the Brass City. So again, that's more than 100,000 people. Just a wild story that is playing out throughout the day here on Channel 3. I do want to also tell you about another big story that is breaking right now. We have just learned a little while ago that a Danbury resident was killed after they were run over in a crash in Washington. This all happened on Litchfield Turnpike, also known as Route 202. We have just learned a little while ago that the man who was killed is 36-year-old Darwin Arce of Danbury. He was treated at the scene, but again, later died from his injuries. We've also learned that the driver did cooperate. We don't know at this hour whether or not they will face criminal charges. Also, we're learning more about a major crash in Plymouth where 3 people suffered very serious injuries. I'm going to take you out to the scene right here. This, again, happened late last night near the intersection of Main Street and Orchard Street. And what we're told by police is that 2 drivers crashed into one another. They collided, and that these folks, they are lucky to be alive right now because one of the cars flipped over and 3 people were actually trapped inside those 2 vehicles. Both drivers and a passenger were all trapped until emergency responders were able to swoop in and make those dramatic rescues. Now, at this hour, we don't know the condition of those victims. 2 of them are recovering at Waterbury Hospital and 1 at St. Mary's Hospital. By the way, those 2 hospitals are both dealing with water issues tied to that major water main break in Waterbury. Also, we don't know the cause of that crash. All right, we also want to update you about a story that we just learned of minutes ago. This is coming to us from firefighters in Stratford. We've just learned that they responded to a fire on Tanglewood Road. At this point, crews are still there battling those flames. We're going to have much more on this story as it develops. But again, Stratford firefighters are dealing with a fire at a home on Tanglewood Road. We do know that they have called for backup. It's considered a second alarm fire, which again means they have called for at least 1 level of backup. We'll have much more on this story on our digital platforms as well as on all of our broadcasts throughout the day. Another thing I want to tell you about is that we have been making a big deal of it all morning. We're all very excited that snow is coming to Connecticut late tonight. Jill has been updating us. This is a look at Powder Ridge. There will be some more snow falling there on top of the man-made stuff that you're looking at right now. And we're going to be on throughout the morning kind of taking you through this. We know that the snow will start falling really throughout most of our state tonight, and then it could be a thing where it impacts your morning commute tomorrow if you are driving around. It should end by mid-morning tomorrow, and much of the state will get between 1 and 3 inches. So hopefully it'll be just enough to be pretty to look at and won't cause too many problems. The other nice thing about this situation is that the timing of it is pretty good, at least for most people, because again, it's going to start on a weekend night and bleed into the morning on Sunday morning. So hopefully it won't snarl traffic too much. But listen, we're going to take you through any issues that pop up late tonight starting at 11, and then again bright and early or dark and early 5 o'clock on Sunday. If need be, we will have continuous coverage as long as those flakes fly on all of our digital platforms with meteorologist Jill Gilardi. I'll be in on the anchor desk, and we are bringing in extra crews, including Anna Stansfield, Sierra Jordan. Also, we're bringing in another photographer, Tom Zakowski, as well as Robert Cook, who will also be working. So we're throwing a lot of resources at this snow that's going to start falling tonight into tomorrow. We certainly hope that you will join us on Channel 3 for that. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday, and we'll see you real soon here on WFSB.